Alright guys, so this is a GE refrigerator and I want to show you how to change the LED lights on the inside. So if you have one that's out and you need to change it, I'll show you how to do it. You can, it's pretty easy. You either a pick or a putty knife is fine. I do like the pick. The putty knife is pretty good too if it's thin enough. Sometimes you want to try and hit those little pins or little clips, and that helps you to get it out. You do have a little indentation here, so I think you could even go in here and pry, but sometimes when they haven't been changed since the fridge was new, so just slide it and a little pressure, you push, nothing too crazy. As you push, you want to pry up. There we go. And then obviously now that one is up, it's going to be a lot easier now to slide to the other. Get a little closer here. Okay. See? And that's it. Comes right on out. Everything's still good. Nothing is broken. That's how you want it. Now, the same would be true for the freezer section. It's the same principle. And so to remove the strip, LED strip, you do have little tabs right there. And you don't have to squeeze that to pull them out. It is easier just to pull the entire unit out and leave your wire connected, because it's easier that way so you don't drop it. So now if it does fall like that, it's not going to fall all the way down and maybe get damaged. And you do have your wires, and you squeeze and you just extract it. Now when you're done, when you put your new one in, obviously put this in first and then tuck your wires up so they're not impeding. And usually these should come out. Yeah, so this should come out. On the back of this you have little tabs, see that? And that's how it should be. So we'll put this one back in, and once now it's in, that's how it should be. And these lights are, I forgot how much they are. I thought it was like 80 bucks or something like that, just for that little strip. Maybe now they're cheaper, but I'll leave a link as well.
So now we're in the freezer section, and I like to use the pick. It's a lot easier to work with. The putty knife would be fine as well. And you just want to start at a corner and slowly twist the pick slightly, nothing crazy, and slowly twist it until you see one of the edges start to come out. And just be mindful that the other section don't slip back in. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. You just keep working it around. Keep going. It might be a little stiff sometimes, but just a little pressure and it comes out. And you just pretty much, as soon as the front, or the top I should say, is free, you can pretty much just grab it and just pull it straight up. Don't push down because you'll break the tabs. So go straight up. Just like that. So now that it's out, you can actually remove the connector. And if you're going to be replacing it, or sometimes you can actually remove one from the refrigerator because you do have more over there, and you can just transfer it to the freezer. Now that's your door switch. Sometimes that could be bad, which would cause that light not to work. So I have a video on that as well. So if you were to take one from the refrigerator, they are identical, and it would work into the freezer the same as it does. So that's a quick tip on that. Now, the door switch would, if you open the door and close it back and the light goes off, then you know your door switch is good. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And door switches are pretty hardy anyways. Chances are the LED strip would go before the door switch. And I'm showing here the connectors from the refrigerator is the same as the freezer. They plug right in, so it's the same unit, same part. I think the part number is the same. All right, guys, so this is the LED strip light, and you'll find these in GE refrigerators. Whirlpool has their own, but they are different. So I'm going to show you how you can check these. There are two ways you can check them. You can use an LED, you can use a 9-volt battery and connect them. So I will show you how to remove it from the refrigerator. And now you're not going to have this plug-in, so it is going to be a little bit harder for you to use the 9-volt battery, okay? But I'll show you how you can still test it using a multimeter. So leave that out for now. So if you have a multimeter, put it on continuity. And what we're going to do, you want to hit one of the probes. So there are two tips in here. One's positive, one's negative. Okay? There's one. Then there's the other one right there. So put your meter on one of those. And you can always check it to see if you're making a good contact. So one side is positive, one's negative. Okay? Okay, that means you're getting a good contact. Now these are your LEDs. Okay? So signal is good all the way. Okay? So when power comes in, it goes all the way through and back, lighting up the lights. So again, there's your probe. Oops, not touching. Yeah, those pins are super small, so you gotta be very careful with that. Still not touching. Okay. And you can pretty much go all the way, but you want to check each one just to make sure that you have a good circuit. Okay. So everything is good from point A to point B. Okay. So this is good. It's testing good. Now, if you want to try the LED to see if it lights up, I get these from a unit. You might be able to source the connector. Now, which side is positive and which is negative? White is positive. Usually solid is positive, and the negative will have a stripe in it. That's usually how it goes. Okay, so white is positive, or whatever color you're dealing with. The solid is usually the positive, and the negative has a stripe. Okay, so you would hit it on positive,
Now, this is a 9-volt battery. The LED strip, I think, is a 12-volt DC. In fact, the fan on the refrigerator is a 12-volt as well, and I think they share the same circuit. So I'm pretty sure it's 12-volt as well. Probably should turn the light off so you can see it better, but it's pretty bright so you can't miss it. All right, let's set it down so you can see it. See that? All right, so that's how you check that. And obviously, if your lights are out, it's pretty much easier just to test this than to take your door switch out. Your door switch on your refrigerator, you can check that pretty much. If you open the door, if you have one light is working, then you know your switch is good. But if one light is out, there's a good chance it's just the LED strip that is bad. All right. Thanks for watching.